last time on Final Fantasy 16, Clive finally accepted his truth. Something weird has happened to Margrace, and we got back to Eastpool to find everyone slaughtered by soldiers on behalf of Clive's mother. We are now going back to the hideaway to rejoin Sid and join his cause so we can eventually take the fight to our mother and hopefully murder her. Because I really would feel good about
Sit
murdering
solo
her.
then. We have a lot to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
I would really honestly like to murder Clive's mother. Oh, come hear the tale of Lord Nectar the Bold, who's bolder than Dion, or so I've been told. Yupa?
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
I mean, I plan to walk through it.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
Of a sort.
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that.
Exactly. It is how you were
It's a
born.
burden I must bear until my dying day.
I
Spoken
don't know
true.
why it took so long for you to awaken, but
Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I
he
never
looks a
stopped
lot
to
younger
consider the
now
lives
in
of
this
those around
attire
me.
than he did in his
Lives
original gear.
I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
What are you atoning for, Jill?
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
Fire and ice and everything nice?
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital. And
Oh yeah,
pay
that's
visit
ballsy.
to Mother.
Mother as in the Mother Crystal, or Mother as in Clive's mother? That's an impressive Mother Crystal. Reflam, the Holy Empire of Sambrak. Council of Elders in White Worm Lair.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do
Most of
not
this lot don't look
adore
to be
and trust.
elders.
Your Radiance?
And he least of all.
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we
He's
need
the father
to
of Bahamut,
south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
You guys are spineless and useless.
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house.
I mean, if they are
You
trying to
fancy
respect their
yourselves
borders,
leaders
that's a
of men.
good thing.
Sandbreck is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their
Enough.
land is being wrested away, it is
No.
our duty to claim new lands for them.
No. You had a good point.
Radiance.
Now you don't.
You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean.
Well,
it is
shit.
time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of Great Grieger.
No, it's not. You're an asshole.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
but how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
You are a terrible person. Just like Annabelle. Just casually throwing your
Where is
people
my
into a wall.
son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Orther. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Yeah, this capital is worrying. This empire is worry.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remain.
The mother crystals are hoarding the aether,
But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an
sucking it
answer
in to keep
until I saw it
themselves
standing
alight.
right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
Yeah, huh?
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens.
You are indoctrinated, yes.
Centuries. Nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenience to whom?
yeah.
Exactly.
The leaders certainly would see it that way, wouldn't they?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
But that raises a similar
So now you
question.
want to do something about the crystals.
What
And
do the icons
what?
do?
We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch.
Very true.
Not if we want
But
to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway.
I don't think destroying the mother
Sort of
crystals would
defeats the
immediately
purpose.
free all that Aether and restore the land. That land's
So,
dead.
if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one,
It would take years for that
Well,
Aether to
so-
seep back into the
you
land.
with me?
Decades, probably. Centuries even. Doesn't mean you shouldn't start and
I
hope for
suppose
the
it's
best,
about time
but
I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
knowing how crystals generally work in the Final Fantasy series, and how Aether usually works, this ain't gonna be simple. Not even
got
close.
myself into. I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Oh yes, definitely. But it looks like now we have a couple new side quests to do. Huh, no new side quests from this guy this time. Okay, well, first things first. Let's turn in our stories. Clive tells them about his adventures and he updates the terms.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
We reached level 3. And there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about here. I'm sure.
You wish to study the tomes?
High Cardinal. That's going to be a whole
Learn
thing.
everything you needed?
This is going to have similar issues to 15, but better done. In that it's totally going to like have a lot of the story in that content, like in that what they call active time lore, which is not great, but it's better than not having it at all, like there was in 15. It does mean you're going to spend a lot of time reading, though.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
Where are the letters?
Worse. I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you
Whoops.
retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No. I'll just have to
Curse
own up
breakers?
to Otto and Sid.
What are curse breakers?
They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I
How
start?
big is your bag and how big is the
Gotan's
hole in
bales,
it? The
perhaps?
supplies for that.
I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
Yeah, probably.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Ted's not the one to casually kill
Wonderful.
people, though.
Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Then maybe you should have been careful and not
Sure
lost
he
in the
doesn't.
first place. Just a thought. Pop that in the prioritization.
Letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Sure, but we haven't been anywhere near Sambrek, right?
It's never this late. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man.
My chocobo is
I was in a
missing.
world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned.
Oh, okay.
You know what it's
Actually,
like
bear, not a
for a
chocobo.
bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not?
Yes,
In the
we were.
Imperial Army.
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I
I'll
can.
do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lostwing. He's
Yeah,
been
Lost
working
Wing I
for
can do.
Quinton,
I know where that
the
is.
tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Okay. So, we are, of course, before anything else, going to be working on the side quests. So what counts as Sambrek? Is that Sambrek over there, right? So is it the Orabelle Downs one? I guess we'll head to Lost Wing first. Because at least we know what we're looking for there. Oh, okay, so that one, it means that that's an indicator for this quest I'm on at the moment. Which, if I open up this map, shows me he's over there. And that one's out there. Okay. That makes sense.
But how did the grocer know his dog?
What can I interest you in today?
What have you got for me today, mate? You still got that for 40,000, which I can't afford. The other one's own limbs are made to be broken, but that doing so is easier said than done. Gradually fills the limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Not something I really need.
I hope it's to your liking.
That, on the other hand,
I hope it's to your liking.
thank you.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back.
Quentin, I have a message for you.
If it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though,
Could you speak
thinking about
with
it, he
more
should probably
emotion?
have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Will do. Oh, right, okay, so down there. Which the best way up there would be along here, right? So you get up onto this road and then follow this path around? Yes. Right, that's the cellar passage that we followed through. Yep. Okay, I know where we are. I would like it if you moved a little bit faster though, Clive. You should start picking up now they're out of town, right? The distinction between town and explorable area is quite small. Oh, looks like he's been hurt.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road.
Okay, we're gonna have to go to clean up.
Played a hero, but reckless sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
Onwards! Let's go deal with some beastmen.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
I think you mean deadlands, because they're not going to survive long. However, neither are we if we don't try and actually do this properly. Hey, look at that. We have a full limit break. Let's go. And keep it up. It's just a hill, Gigas. Not even a concern, right? Right?
Not this time.
And you. No. We were too slow. Haha. Nope. That's on me. We'll just do this. And look at that. We just get nice passive healing. Oh, what's that? You don't like being hit? Oh well, too bad. I don't like being hit either, but you're still doing it, Jimmy.
My wounds, boy. Too slow.
Nope, one more. There we go. And done. Still not a level up. Damn it. However, it looks like the bearer has been... I did not mean to do that, but yes. Sorry, Randall.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was
Whoops.
too late.
I didn't mean to read his
rot by
mind.
the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Okay, but I think that's where we're going to call it for now. Next time on Final Fantasy 16, we will head back into Lost Wing, finish up this quest, and then start on the next one before going back to the main story. See you then.